Do you remember the movie Turbo? Did you know that the movie led to a series? Was it inspired by Fast and Furious? A lot of people have forgotten about this movie, and that's why I'm here, to make you remember it. Let's go! The movie tells the story of Theo, a garden snail who dreams of being the fastest racer in the world. He's always been passionate about speed and racing. Then, accidentally, he gained the power of super speed, started calling himself Turbo, and went on to pursue his dream of racing professionally. Guys, this is a completely original movie. Of course, there are lots of movies about racing, but the way this story was told was incredible. A snail who ends up becoming the greatest racer of all time. This movie deserved much more recognition. Turbo was produced by Dreamworks and released in 2013. The person behind this brilliant idea was David Soren, who was also the director. He told Dreamworks that he thought of a movie that combined the essence of Fast and Furious with snails, and Dreamworks agreed immediately. At David's house, there were several snails so he could study them, and he said he chose snails because they're very unlucky, often getting crushed and made fun of for being slow. He wanted to change that, to flip the script. Dreamworks spent $127 million to produce the movie, and it grossed over $282 million. It wasn't the success they were expecting, but it did okay. Wanting to keep betting on Turbo. In the same year, 2013, Dreamworks released a Turbo series on Netflix called Turbo Fast. This was Netflix's first original series made for kids. The story takes place after the end of the movie, so that's probably why we don't have a Turbo 2, though I would really love a sequel. Anyway, the series has 3 seasons and more than 50 episodes in total. Which characters from the movie Turbo do you like the most? Let me know in the comments. I personally love Turbo and Tito, their personalities, the way they believe in their dreams and never give up. Even when others say they won't make it, they just keep going forward. And this is a really beautiful message that the movie brings. No matter your size, where you come from, who you are, whether you're a human or a snail, if you believe and work focused on that goal, it will work out, and you will conquer the world. Well, of course, we couldn't forget the Turbo video games, which were released the same year as the movie on Wii U, Wii, Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo DS, PlayStation 3, and Xbox 360. Not to mention there was also a special game for mobile phones. A cool detail about the movie is that one of Turbo's posters features the phrase, "He's fast, they're furious," a reference to the movie Fast and Furious. Now let's talk about the voices in the movie. There are a lot of famous people that you might not know were part of the cast. Tito was voiced by actor Michael Pena, known for his role in Ant-Man. Whiplash was voiced by Samuel L. Jackson, well known for playing Nick Fury in the Marvel movies. Smooth Move was done by Snoop Dogg, famous for his music and also for acting in some films. He also contributed to the film soundtrack with the song Let the Bass Go. Angelo's voice was provided by Luis Guzman, who has appeared in many movies and series, including Wednesday. White Shadow is voiced by Michael Bell, who has portrayed various characters in many cartoons, one of them being Bruce Banner in the old Hulk cartoon. Guy Gagné was voiced by Bill Hader, who starred in Tropic Thunder. Byrne is voiced by Maya Rudolph, famous for her comedies. Chet's voice was done by Paul Giamatti, who was in the movie Big Mama's House. Skidmark is voiced by Ben Schwartz, widely known for playing Sonic in the highly successful live-action films. And finally, Turbo, who was voiced by Ryan Reynolds, famous for being Deadpool and many other films. It's interesting to note that this was the second time Ryan lent his voice to an animated film. The first time was in another Dreamworks movie, The Croods. What's the next forgotten movie you'd like to see here? Comment below! I also made a video talking about the forgotten Shark Tale. This movie is so good. Click there. And speaking of Dreamworks, did you know that Kung Fu Panda 5 is on the way? In this video, I explain everything we know so far. Thanks for watching another video, and see you in the next Cine Lovers.